Hey guys, I've gotten a few requests to show basically how I do decals. Basically what I'm going to show here is just an example of a printout or two of decals. Anyway, what I do is I buy decal paper. It's inkjet clear water slide decal paper, and I think it's Testers. Anyway, where I get them from is Bolter and Chainsword, and I'll put up the page. I'll put up a link to the page. Anyway, it's called the Ye Old Decal Project, I do believe that's what it's called. Anyway, or the Bolter and Chainsword Decal Project. Anyway, so this is the sheet, basically printed out on A5 paper, and I don't remember what I used to print it out program wise, because it's kind of a pain. What you're going to want to do before you use your decal paper is make sure you print it out on regular paper, and set the printer to print A5, and then take the image that you get and print it out, just test print it, and then cut out one of the decals, see how it fits, see if it fits the model, if it's the right scale and everything, and then of course you'll want to, once you get that right, print it out on your decal paper. Now when you first print it out, sorry guys, I should have had this ready. Okay, well, it looks like I don't have it here. Anyway, when you print it out, make sure don't touch it, because the ink is literally just sitting right on top of that decal paper, and it will literally smudge right off the page. Down here at the bottom you can see some ink smudges where basically I set one decal sheet on top of the other. This was before I realized that the ink's just sitting there, it's not bonded to the decal paper at all. So anyway, what I would do at that point, after I printed it on this paper, is set it out to dry. And I mean, someplace where it's not going to get dust and lint and everything else on it. And you're going to want to leave it for, I left mine overnight. Basically just put it in a little Tupperware and left it. But anyway, Testers makes a decal. This is dull coat, so this isn't it, but it comes in a can about the same size as a dull coat, and it's just a decal sealer. And basically what you do is you spray that over the sheet, and I would do 2 coats, just to make sure it's well sealed, because if you don't do that, the moment you cut these decals out and then dip them in water, the ink's just going to run right off. It will not stay on. So anyway, once you've sealed it, then of course you're going to need to let it sit again. And again, I'm not exactly sure how long. I left mine overnight. You want to put it somewhere, again, that it's not going to get lint. I put mine in a bad spot, and I don't know if this one has it, but one of my sheets actually has like little bits of fuzz and hair in it and stuff, so it's kind of ruined. But anyway, so yeah, once you spray it with the sealer, then after it's dried, then you're pretty much ready to go. And then as you can see, I've cut out some of the little blood raven symbols here, but basically you just use them like you would the regular GW decals or any other water slide decal. You cut it out as close to the pattern as possible, without actually cutting into the ink, because again, if you cut into the ink on the page, then it'll run once you dip it in the water. It's kind of funny, the water just wicks into it and then it just gets all smudged. So you want to get as close to it as possible without actually intersecting it, and then you drop it in the water, leave it for 10-15 seconds, and then take it out and slide it onto the model. Now what you can do, I recommend using the Solvaset or Microsol, I think it's called, and they're available at most hobby shops, like train hobby shops. Excuse me. Anyway, so like it says, makes the decal snug down into every crevice. It really does. Like if you have a lot of detail, it will actually make the decal set almost like it melts down. It doesn't ruin the detail of the decal. It's kind of a mild solvent, so it almost melts the decal sheet, but leaves the ink or paint or what have you. Alright, sorry about that. Ran out of memory card space. Had to dump some stuff. Lost my train of thought a bit there. Anyway, so basically, once you get the models printed, once you get the decals printed, sealed, then you, like I said, just cut them out as close to the detail as possible without cutting into it. Let them sit in water for maybe 10-15 seconds, or they might take a little longer. Some of the decal paper is a little thicker. I use tweezers to get the decal where I want it, and then, like I said, use microsaw or Solvaset or something like that. And some people will put down like a little I don't want to say varnish, like clear acrylic, almost like the Future floor wax without any color in it, just clear. Lay down a layer of that before they put the decal down, and then put the decal setting solution on top of that. I've never tried that, but I don't know if any of you have. That'd be cool to hear about. The other thing, I did the Tactical and Devastator decals. All these also came from VultureandChainsword.com. So again, printed on A5 paper. These came out a little large for the models, but they work. I trimmed down the Devastator shoulder icon a little bit because it's actually a little too long, and then they've got some larger ones for vehicles. But that's really all there is to it. I don't have anything that needs decals right now, or I would actually do a little demo. I'll probably be putting one on the Librarian when I get them done, so at that point I can probably talk about that. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.